Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Today we will be doing a price analysis update on Polygon, which is ticker Matic. We'll have a look at a few key things. We'll have a look at some levels which we could use to our advantage. So levels to buy, levels to sell, accumulation points, and then which way the trend is going. I think that Bitcoin has now done that bullish cross on the moving averages on the daily time frame, and ultimately that has started to bring other assets up with it. So we'll take a look at Matic in both the USDT and the BTC pairing. So if we just flip down to the chart, this blue line that you can see instantly is that 200 daily moving average, which we have rejected off so far. So we need to get back above that for any major bullish price action, and that's the same across all the markets. Bitcoin's the same, it's rejected off that 200 daily moving average too. So that's the level we really need to target to get back above it, but we'll keep that on for now. And just want to put a little bit of a bearish scenario on this, and we'll go down some potential buy zones. We'll stick with a daily time frame, and if we have a bit of zoom in and have a look at this latest move here, where we are rejecting. If you look at the entire move from the bottom there to the top, just got a few wicks above that 200, didn't we? But we are coming down, and I think Bitcoin has started to just push up a little bit. It's bounced off that. Bitcoin itself has bounced off a 382. I think we just dropped a little bit lower on some altcoins. Whenever you get a pullback on Bitcoin, altcoins usually seem to drop a little bit harder. But I think if you're looking for buys on this, we're currently at $1.66. Personally, I'd ladder a few orders in from around 158, and I'd ladder them all the way down to 132. Quite a lot of wicks down here, as you can see. If it did come down to that region, it'd probably just get bought straight up. Loads of, look at all them wicks within that trading area, and if you drag it all the way across, it was a level of resistance there, which then flipped to major support at around 130. So I think if we did get a pullback, then you could look at orders down there. But personally, I reckon we're going to get another retest of this 50 soon, especially on the Bitcoin on Bitcoin chart. I think that will break through, and I think we'll start to see some progressive price action. It's strange because over the course of the last few years, we've had these market cycles. We've had really three-year cycles, and people seem to think that this bear market is now going to last 3 years, and I just can't see it. I think we're in some type of new era now where adoption is coming on a lot faster. Crypto is starting to get a bit of a household name, and people are starting to really adopt it. So I think this cycle is going to be shorter and faster, and I reckon we're in now for a good few months worth of Bitcoin bullish price action, and which in turn brings these layer 1s, these layer 0s, layer 2s, all the way up to standard, and we will start to see some major growth. I think this is massively undervalued, especially some of the other layer 2s as well. So that's the levels to buy, like I say, 150 all the way down to around 132. Can't see us getting orders filled down there, but I think if we did get some filled down here, that would be a great buy in my opinion. If we're looking for sells, then you're going to use this first area here at 174. There's a good chance, I mean, we've tapped it 3 times now, 4th time maybe lucky. If we do break through it, then you could look at some profit taking at 186 and then $2. $2 is a nice psychological area. It was a major level of resistance here, and if you're looking all the way through, it's probably a nice area of liquidity to look to take some profit. So that's areas I would buy, levels I would sell. Let's have a look at moving averages. I use a 20 on the 50. Let's get to that 200 now. See, so a lot of our assets, especially some of it, the higher cap ones, I know this is a higher cap, but if you look at, let's have a scroll back up, look at Bitcoin. We've done that bullish cross. Ethereum, also done a bullish cross. And when you start dropping down into the higher caps, VeChain has done it, Polkadot has done it. This gives me a long-term good idea of a trend. Not quite formed yet on Matic, but it is coming. You can see that it is very, very close. And one thing that we have done, which is a good sign, is we've broken above this moving average 20. We've come back up, rejected, but we've also retested that 20, which is a good sign. The next thing we need to do is keep the candles above this 50 and then start trading up, get a potential bullish cross here, and then price action really follow it up. So that is the first major area, $2. Well, second major area. I'd take sell orders here at 186 and then look to really take some good profit off at $2. In terms of where we think the price can go over the next few weeks and months, really, if we look at the entire move, so we'll do a full retracement from the highs to the current lows, which was down there. I think if you're going to starting to look at price price predictions, then you can start looking up towards that $5 mark at some point this year. I know it's quite a long way off, and you might think, right, Andy, that's too far to go. But from current prices up to there, you're talking 218%. Everybody has seen what Zilliqa's done over the course of the last week, really. It's gone up about 300-400%, which is absolutely crazy. And there's nothing to say about Matic can't do. There's nothing to say about VeChains, Polkadot. Some of these assets could break out, and when they start getting the volume and the eyes behind them and FOMO kicks in, you will really start to see some major growth across most other assets. So for me, we're a long way off that yet. I mean, I'm not going to get your hopes up too much. I'm going to say, look, I'm not going to blow you up and say, look, this is what's coming. It is coming, but not yet. You need to just be aware that those prices are going to take a while. So one thing I would do bang on about is having patience, because Matic is a solid asset. If you want to buy a solid asset, then you have to have the balls to hold out and bear with some of these pumps. I mean, you can accumulate, you can sell and take profit, but a good thing is if you're in it a long-term investor, obviously skimming profit on the way up, but waiting for these targets to hit. Some of these targets will hit. I know it doesn't look like it a minute, but crypto is still up and coming. People are adopting it. There's a long way to come, a long way to go, should I say, and I think those areas will be hit. So that's pretty much that asset covered. We've looked at buy zones, we've looked at sell zones. That bullish cross is about to income. The market's starting to look good. Adoption's building up. I'm starting to get a little bit excited now. Let's just quickly look at the BTC pairing. We've got about a minute and a half left. So we've had a bearish cross. That's a given. Pretty much most assets had that bearish cross back in. Well, that was January, fairly late to be honest. And we have been rejecting off this moving average 20 all the way down. If you look at the last candle that we've just formed, it is starting to push above. And if we do start to get a few closures above here, the BTC pair will probably follow the Matic pair, the USDT pairing up. I think it will break above it soon, but we just need to be careful, because sometimes when Bitcoin breaks out, Satoshi pairs can start to dwindle. So I mean, I think if you're looking for some buys on the Matic BTC pairing, still look down towards this area. It's a major level of liquidity where we bounce up quite a few times. So I think 3,400 Satoshis for Matic in Bitcoin in Satoshis could be a decent level. And then you're looking to take profit. I'd probably sell at this 50 here, around 3,700. Not much of a rise there, but if you're managing to get that, what the hell is that tool? I think we will be able to see exactly how much we get there. So potential 7% move if you're looking to build up some Bitcoin. Building up Bitcoin is something that I can't talk about much about, because it is the best thing to do. Build Bitcoin, aim to get one Bitcoin, because once you get that, I think you've got a great future ahead. So in terms of analysis, I'm not going to talk about the Bitcoin pair too much. Back to the USDT pairing. Look, just finally finishing off on the RSI. It's around 57, so we have got a lot of room to grow. I'm expecting a big breakout on Matic soon. Let's hope and pray that it does. That's going to do it for today. One thing before we finish, check out my Patreon. We've got loads of things going over there now. It's an active community. Daily analysis from me, posted in video format, so go and check it out. Link in the description. Like I say, that's going to do it for today. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button.